Hey planner friends, welcome to another video. Today I will be sharing with you what I used in 2020 and discussing with you what worked and what didn't. This fits in a series of videos which I'll be making, which is basically me preparing for 2021 and the planners that I will be using. I think what's important in preparing for the new year is revising what you've used, what worked and what didn't, and then using that knowledge to hopefully better your planning system for the new year. So if you're interested in that, stick around. So these are the planners that I used this year. We will start maybe with the smallest one here. And actually, this is what I used for a wallet. I have different versions of this, should I say, but this is my Van der Spek. It's a trifold, and the others that I used were just a normal bifold, and I always added this Midori pen loop so I could have a pen loop with it. I put in a notebook so that I could use it kind of like a brain dump. And I put my most used cards and stuff like that in here. Right now, I'm not using it because I'm trialing something else out for 2021, and I will show you that in another video. So this is a pocket agenda, and it worked. It was really nice, but I have used in the past a pocket, let's say like a pocket Filofax, so with rings, and I found myself missing that. So I think for next year I will be returning back to the pocket rings to use as a wallet. So that was this type of planner for my wallet. The next thing I will show you, well, actually, I will go to this first because it was kind of like a mixture of this and this. What I'm talking about is my work planner, and I'm a teacher, so my work year starts in September, and I had, not last summer, but the summer before that, I had gone to London and went into a Muji store and found this V6 planner. And it's supposed to start, it was supposed to start in September. And basically it's just a month view with also a weekly view and then a few note pages at the back. And I was curious to see if a B6 size would work for me. And since it was dated and it started in September, I thought it would be perfect as my work planner, my teaching planner. So I used this in conjunction with this planner, which I had gotten from PlannerCon Europe. And this started in, when did it start? In November 2019. So I started using this and this all in this B6 Giramondo. I had also put these planners in a B6 Appunto from Giulio, but I found that the Giramondo was a smaller footprint, which worked out really nicely for me. I felt it was more portable. I missed the back wallet, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't work around. So this was my setup, and it was really nice because this Leuchtturm was my personal planner, and this has also a similar setup with the months at the front, but then instead of weeks, just dotted grid note pages, and I use that as a bullet journal, as you can see. So yeah, what did I do? I just, as you can see here, this was my I put my personal stuff and my work stuff in here, and then I just used it as a bullet journal. I used some like, I call it masking tape, just to add some prettiness, should I say? But I didn't keep up with that for long, because soon I just used highlighter, and it was not pretty. It wasn't pretty planning. You see, I was scribbling all over, and it worked for a while, for a long while actually. And I think it was only when I finished this planner for the school year of 2019-2020 that I moved to a bigger size, because I felt like I wanted the pages to shift. I wanted a bigger space for my teacher planner. So then what happened was this got retired, and then I had these two as my my planner system, should I say, alongside the A6 rings. But because this past, or this, I should say, this current school year, I've been working more hours than the last school year, this became a bit redundant, because I would put everything in here. I would be writing all my notes on the day of whilst I was doing my lessons. I'll be writing the notes in here or on another piece of paper, and I ended up not using this personal planner as much. So yeah, that's what that was. And then my A6 rings was a planner for, let's say it was like a reference planner. I wasn't really having any monthly pages, although I did put it in here just in case, but I never actually used it. But this was more for notes, lists that I wanted to keep. My finance section was in here, which I used a lot. I had a projects section, which I didn't use as much. And here I would also figure things out and stuff like this. But let me show you. No, I will make a separate video on each of these to go through the sections and how I used it. But yeah, so that was the purpose of this. I didn't really carry this around much, but I did use it. I did go to it weekly just to update the finance section and look at some or make some notes or lists or stuff like this. And so that was my system for this past year. Okay, so what worked and what didn't? I'll start with the work planner. I already kind of mentioned that I started with the B6 Muji planner and in combination with my Leuchtturm, but when the new year started, the new school year, should I say, I moved into the the A5. And the Leuchtturm was, or should I say, the combination of the Muji and the Leuchtturm, it worked really well. It was nice, but what I missed was space to plan out lessons, and like for example here, this was really nice to have an overview of my week. I put the notes or tasks that I had to do for the day here, and then I had a general to-do list, which was really nice. But I didn't have much space to really make notes on the lessons or stuff like this, and I was missing that, should I say, because this I didn't show you this, but this is what I used the year before, and it's a lot of space. I still have some unused pages, but I really liked that I could, make a rough sketch of the week, the plan, what points I was going to talk about in the lesson, and then a reflection, a short reflection of the lesson. So and that's why I decided to go with an A5, and so far it's working. Yeah, so that's what is that with my work planner system. And with the Leuchtturm, I can't show you because I'm using it now to read the notes for this video. So the Leuchtturm has a tracking part. Actually, I'll just show you. So the Leuchtturm has a tracking here, like a tracker. Hope you guys can see this. But I didn't really use it. I'm not really good at tracking. I mean, like I use it a bit, but I'm not really good at keeping up with that. Let me just read my notes. It had a yearly overview also that I didn't really use here. See, like the yearly overview, all these beginning pages, I didn't really use that much. I did use the monthly, but even then, not, like it was sporadic. Some months a lot and others not. So yeah, there was that. What else? The index I didn't use. I started using this planner in November, but as I said, towards the new school year, just starting in September, I started using it less, and in November I pretty much stopped. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you can see like this is 24th November, and I haven't really used it much other than to make notes for videos and planning next year's planners. Yeah, that's basically it for the Leuchtturm. The A6 rings, as I said, some sections I used more than others. The front part is a brain dump area, which I used a lot, and then the finance section I used a lot. The projects and the list section not so much, and even this part with my goals and stuff, I didn't really look at it as much as I should have. So yeah, that's that. I think I may have to think like my sections and what goes where, and set it up in a way that certain things are more visible for me when I open it up. So that's the plan for the A6 and what worked and what didn't. So yeah, these were the planners that I used in 2020 and what worked and what didn't. I hope that, me going through my thought process, me showing you how I think about things has inspired you to also really reflect on your planners and your planner system this past year, and that it helps you to figure out what will work best for you next year. I know it's been a roller coaster of a year. I think I've said that already, and everybody knows that. And we all started this year with one plan, expecting certain things, and we all had to adjust. And our planners reflect that. In the beginning of the year, this worked well, and then with COVID and having to work and do online lessons, I had to again rethink my strategy, should I say, and my planning, and then the A5 size became a bit more useful for me. I mean, I've had this planner for ages, but I always found the A5 to be a bit too big and bulky to carry around with me, but since I've been doing a lot of online lessons as well, you know, this turns out to be fine. And especially since I got more classes and more hours, I needed a bigger space to work. And so, you know, don't be afraid or frustrated when you have to change or pivot, you know, in the middle of the year or something, because that's just life. It's nice to have a plan, but it's also good to be able to be flexible and you know, roll with the punches, so to speak. In any case, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Um, Let me know if you've made a video or a blog post about your planners. How did it work for you? What are your plans for the next year? The next video I'll be filming will be about that, about having gone through this process of what is my plan for next year, and I hope to share that video with you soon. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Let's discuss, our plans for the coming year together. Take care. Bye.